Yo, so XRP is struggling today and struggling this past couple weeks, guys. I'm not even gonna. There's no cap. Um, but hey, we're in here for the long term. So I'm doing these market breakdowns and statuses on XRP just so that we can keep track of it and see how it's doing. Today is November 3rd. It's on a Monday. I usually do these on Sundays, so that way you can prep up for the week. But I had work and other obligations that picked up, so I'm just doing it now, and then I'll probably post it up for tomorrow, early morning for you guys. But for this evening, XRP is not doing so well. The market's not doing well in general. Overall market cap is down 4%, so that's a pretty big dip. But let's take a look at it and then kind of break down what we're going to see this week and what I expect to see. Again, I'm just some random dude. I'm not a financial advisor, but I have been in this market for quite some time. I want to say like since 2015 all the way up until now. Been invested in XRP specifically throughout all the highs and lows since 2016. So I've seen it go up and down, and then now it's, in the top 4, top 3. So back to top 3. Kind of lost my voice today. Been talking all day. But let's get into the charts, and then we'll kind of break down what the zones look like for this week and what else we can expect. Let me pull this guy up, make sure that I have everything that I need. This is the second video, so this is take number 2. But I did a whole video yesterday, and then it just didn't shake out because it didn't record the screen shares. But yeah, so crypto bubbles, we are looking pretty red overall for the market cap. Let's take for the hour, pretty green right now because things just tanked the whole day. So now it's probably picking back up. Pretty volatile. Yeah, see, for the whole day it's red. For the week we are red as well too. For the month we are red. And for the year, we're still green. XRP is still up 363%. So that's, we're pretty solid. H bar, you got a bunch of these coins too. So mad respect for these staying pretty solid. And then here's the market cap that we already took a look at. Let's take a peek at coin market cap, and then let me pull this guy up, make sure that everything's good. So coin market cap. Okay, that works good. Coin market cap, we are still in the fear. So fear and greed index 27 fearful. When it's fearful, that's when I like to invest, and when I highly encourage folks to take advantage of the sale. The way that I see it, overall market for Bitcoin is down 6.43% for the week. XRP is down 11.71%. Same thing with Ethereum, 11.97%. So all the altcoins are down. So short-term plays, you can grab some and then make some short-term. And then if you're trying to do this long-term for 4 years and beyond, dollar cost average, that's what I'm doing. So let's take a peek inside of XRP in general. Yeah, we're pretty down. This is last week's dump, or 2 weeks ago. And then let's take a look at the 1 month low, 153. Still pretty salty with that. Whatever. Anything else cool going on with XRP? Ripple expanding institutional reach. And then we've got a bunch of ETF news that's probably popping off. There was a delay, so I was waiting for it. We can't time the market and time things that's going to happen. But what we can do is look at the data and make sure we're prepped up for it. Where the heck did my... where's my Weeble? Weeble, where'd you go? There you are. All right, so I had these charted out from the previous week. Here's some of the levels that we have for the day. Let's look at the 4 hour, and then we'll kind of zoom out a little bit afterwards. For the 4-hour, which is what I like to look at for the short term, RSI is looking pretty low. So when RSI is low, that's when we can actually start buying in, right? So that's good. And then we've got our next target level at the low. It's going to be at like 215. And then 250 is going to be our support to actually our resistance to break next. We did break it shortly last week. And then we bumped up to almost 270. And so that's going to be the range that, we're going to look at if it breaks the 250. If not, then we're going to go down to 215 and then all the way down to the 180. So that's when I'm going to load up. So, and even if it dips down to 150 again, oh my gosh. So we'll see. Things salty. Whatever. So those are the ranges that I'm going to be looking at for this week. Let's take a look at Perplexity, make sure that we are aligned on Perplexity as well too. Let me double check. Okay, this is good. Guys, this is what last time. Come on, home. There we go. How XRP looking in this week? What other market news, macro and micro, can impact? Also, we want to know, are there any, I guess that's macro and micro. Okay. I was going to say fundamentals, but that should sit in with the macro and micros. 234. Okay. Let's give it some time. Okay, so we've got XRP is trading around 241 and 253, down about 4 to 6% in the past 24 hours. Diamond hands, guys, diamond hands. Recent trend, XRP hit 260 earlier this week, but crashed as much as 6%. That's like, this is nothing. I'm like, it sucks because it's been dragging for so long. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it, but I think in the long term, like the market movers, they're all just trying to shake us out, and then it's all just about institutional adoption. The institutions are already in this, so I think they're making those moves, trying to shake us out, but. For me, I'm used to like 50% losses upwards to like 70% in this market. So 6% for XRP is cakewalk compared to what we've already gained. I'm just going to try and capture all those gains as a short-term opportunity. So let's see. So we've got a support resistance around 220 and 230. It's about right. And then we've got the 255 rallies, technical models flag a possible breakdown at $2 to 190. Ooh, that happens, predict as much as a 50% decline from current levels to 125 if the sell-off accelerates. So just beware. I'm out here just to give information. It is what it is, right? Can it get down to this? Yes. Can it get up to $1,000? Yes. But these are the current downside risks. $1,000 is probably a reach, but it's possible. But for now, we want to look at these, right? Because you can't fight the market and you can't fight how the whales are moving it. And then if it's a dump, it's a dump. Protect yourself. Make sure you've got either diamond hands or stop losses in place if you're going to take advantage of that. But if you're investing, just leave it, right? Leave it and forget it. It'll come back. right? It can come back pretty fast. And then during that time, if you have extra money on the side, just buy in, start loading up at 125. That's a steal. Let's go. And then you've got long term, this is the potential holders upwards to 2,647,000 daily inflows. Okay, these are liquidations. People are getting wiped. And then we've got Fed Jerome Powell. He's still there. Dude, I thought he was going to go away. Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell dashed hopes for another December rate cut, causing the dollar to strengthen and putting more pressure on crypto assets. The wait and see macro mood adds to profit taking and skittish sentiment in all risk assets. So yeah, just that's where we're at. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure all this music is chilling out. So fear index 42. I think it's actually at 27, so it's a lot lower. But yeah, that's all that I wanted to get out there. Just make sure you are watching out for your assets, and then keep an eye out on what's going to happen this week. And if not, just take a week of a break. If it's going up and down too much, if this is too much volatility for you, stay out of it. Don't look at it. This is just me trying to lay out like what is going on a weekly cadence. But yeah, I'm here to educate and help you guys. So if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below, and then I'll reach out to you. And if you like these types of videos, please like, subscribe, and have a great evening now? I think it's pretty late for me, so have a great morning, since you guys are going to be seeing this pretty in the morning time. Thank you. Catch you guys in the next one.